Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives a written message from His Majesty the King of Jordan to attend the Arab Conference Summit received by His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed. Royal Oman Police on its annual day celebrates the graduation of a new batch of officers. And members of the Municipal Council in the governorates of Muscat and Dhofar take the oath. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us live from the news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. Here we present to you the detail of this news bulletin. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed received a written message from His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein of Jordan related to inviting His Majesty the Sultan to attend the Arab Summit Conference on its 28th regular session, which will be held in Jordan. The message was handed over to His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, a Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, while he received His Excellency Nasser Judda, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign and Expatriate Affairs, envoy of His Majesty the King of Jordan, who conveyed the greetings of His Majesty the King and best wishes to His Majesty the Sultan and the Omani people for further progress and prosperity. During the meeting, they discussed existing cooperation the two countries in a number of fields, in addition to reviewing a number of issues and updates at regional and international levels, besides matters of common concern. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed conveyed His Majesty the Sultan's greetings and best wishes of development and peace for His Majesty the King of Jordan and his people. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Zuhair bin Abdullah Al Nasser, Ambassador of Jordan accredited to the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, received in his office today His Excellency Nasser Judda, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign and Expatriate Affairs of Jordan, who is on an official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. The two sides discussed aspects of bilateral cooperation between the two brotherly countries and means of promoting them in various fields. They also exchanged viewpoints on regional and international issues of common concern. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Zuhair Al Nasser, Jordanian Ambassador to the Sultanate, the delegation accompanying the guests and officials at the Foreign Ministry. The Royal Oman Police celebrates today its annual day, which falls on 5th of January each year under the auspices of His Excellency Lieutenant General Janab Sayyid Mundhir bin Majid Al Saeed, Head of Liaison and Coordination at the Royal Office. The ceremony included the graduation of cadet officers at Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences in the Wilayah of Nizwa. The Assistant Commander of Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences for Academic Affairs said that 4 batches of cadet officers graduated after having successfully completed the requirements of the course of study. He added that the batches included the 39th batch of cadet officers with diploma in law and police science system. They also included the 40th batch of specialized cadet officers and the 3rd batch of cadet officers with limited services system. The Municipal Council in the Governorate of Muscat today opened its first session of the second term. Members of the second term Municipal Council today took oath before His Excellency Engineer Mohsin bin Mohammed bin Ali Al Sheikh, Head of the Municipal Council in Muscat. Engineer Al Sheikh urged the members of the second term to exert more efforts to encourage all sectors of the community to carry out their national roles, as well as the private sector to shoulder its corporate social responsibility in serving the community and supporting government efforts in public services areas. The Council formed the 3 specialized committees, namely Health, Social and Environment Affairs Committee, Public Affairs Committee and Legal Committee. Members of the Municipal Council in the Governorate of Dhofar today took oath before His Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Oufait Shamfari, Head of the Dhofar Municipality, Head of the Municipal Council in Dhofar. After oath-taking ceremony, 3 subcommittees were formed, namely Health, Social and Environment Affairs Committee, Public Affairs Committee and Legal Committee. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. He is 105-year-old French cyclist, still wheeling with an eye to break his own record. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Discussed several matters of common concern. Top discussions of His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser al-Rasmi, Secretary General of the Defence Ministry, while receiving His Excellency Lord Astor, Trade Envoy of the British Prime Minister, currently visiting the Sultanate. The Royal Hospital achieved the Canadian accreditation certificates in translations of good services rendered by the hospital in all specializations. The final report of International Canadian Accreditation pointed out to high commitment to quality conditions in the Royal Hospital. It also recommended for expansion of some facilities to keep pace with the increasing number of patients. The Minister of Health, represented by Quality Assurance Centre, aims to put foundations and regulations to improve the performance and enhance the well-being of patients and health cadres working in different divisions in the hospitals. The Minister of Commerce and Industry announced that it started the registration of the profession of peddler via its one-stop station Easy Invest portal. This move came to facilitate for citizens the process of getting required license to practice this profession. It also aims to organize this profession and to protect the right of Omani citizens who desire to practice its form from the harmful competition from expatriates and guarantee the hygiene of products through health conditions that should be followed by peddlers. The regulations that organize the work of peddlers included 14 different activities such as sale of silverware and organizing touristic trips. A seminar was organized to shed light on Omani physician Ibn al-Dhahab from the Wilaya of Suhar, who formulated the first medical lexicon. He lived in the 5th Hijra century. The event came after enlisting Ibn al-Dhahab in the program of the 100th anniversary of historical events and characters in the world as part of the 30th round of the General Assembly of UNESCO in 2015. The seminar was organized by Oman's National Committee for Education, Culture and Sciences. The seminar talked about this important scientist in his contributions in the field of medicines and physics. And now, with this special story from France, Robert Merchant is going for a speed cycling record, intending to do better than the 26.9 kilometers per hour record he set 3 years ago. He was younger at that particular time, younger man then at 102. But for cycling fanatic and former gymnastics champion, age is just a number. Here is a report.
At this velodrome near Paris, Robert Marchand is attempting a historic performance. An hour of speed cycling in hopes of breaking his own record.
I'm not here to pretend I'm a champion. I'm here to prove you can still cycle at 105.
Marchand calls himself the oldest athlete in the world. 3 years ago, he set the cycling speed record in the over 100 category, traveling 26.9 kilometers in an hour. At 105, he's competing in a higher age bracket this year, and though he's expected to do fewer laps, his coaches are confident in his ability.
He's extremely consistent in his pedalling. There's no excess. He's efficient.
He has an exceptional heart. He has the heart of a 60-year-old. And above all, his heartbeat is slow and steady. Yesterday we did a 20-minute test, and over 20 minutes his heart rate never surpassed 100 beats per minute.
Marchand has always taken care of himself, choosing healthy foods and avoiding tobacco. But above all, he's a consummate athlete with stints as a boxer, gymnastics champion, and fireman. He has no intention of slowing down.
I do 10 to 20 kilometers every day, but I don't train outside anymore. I'm afraid of getting the flu.
In his modest suburban Paris apartment, cycling is everywhere, with a few reminders of his past as a communist activist. Widowed in 1943, Marchand has no children, but many friends, all of whom marvel at his vivacity.
He's never been sick. He had a cataract operation at over 100 years old. The people who operated on him said, "This is certainly the first time we've operated on someone over 100 years old." You see those glasses he's wearing? They're only so he can read the paper.
Lately, Marchand says he's been feeling the weight of his 105 years. But seeing him on the track, one can't help feeling he's got miles to go yet before his last lap.
Well, that was Robert at the age of 105. He's really doing better than even some of us. I think my colleagues here would agree for that one. And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate of Oman. Clear skies will prevail over the most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog early morning and late at night over the governorate of Al-Wusta, Al-Zahira and Musaddam. Winds will be east to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. And now for the details. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives a written message from His Majesty the King of Jordan to attend the Arab Conference Summit received by His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed. The Royal Oman Police on its annual day celebrates the graduation of a new batch of officers. Members of the Municipal Council in the governorates of Muscat and Dhofar take the oath. And with that, we come to an end of this news bulletin. From the entire news team here in the studio and the newsroom, live from the news center, we thank you for joining us, wish you a pleasant evening, and good night to all of you.